G'day Facebookers, Neil from Aquablue. Been fishing up the river. It's a little bit late in the season. It's about mid-September, but we thought we'd give it a go. And we managed to get a few nice fish, which was terrific. You can see they're a bit spiky, they tear your gloves, so you've got to be careful. I've got a male and female on the table. I won't leave them there too long. They're asleep, as you can see. They're just resting, and we'll attempt to strip them. And this will be the first time I think I've shown this on Facebook. This is a female, obviously. You can see the extended tummy there, and that's a male. So they're quite, people ask me, how do you tell the difference? Well, this time of year it's quite easy. We do have some larger males, but this young fella here looks like very promising. They're okay out of the water for a few minutes, and we'll gently try to strip the female with very little pressure to the vent. You can see it breaking there, and you can actually see the eggs coming out now. Nice and gentle. You don't use too much pressure. About as much pressure as you do just to dent the skin of a tomato. You don't want to rip at her. I'll strip a few more eggs. You can see them coming quite nicely there now. Now we'll do the male, which is quite easy, just a gentle pressure once again. And you'll see the milt coming out right there. There we go. And that's all you need. You only need a little bit there. So we'll just swirl that for a moment and let that mix. Now those eggs now, the male milt will hopefully fertilise those eggs. Those eggs look very good. We'll leave that for about 2 minutes, and then we'll pop them into a tank. And there we have it. Now those fish go back in here, and they get taken back to a recovery tank for a few days. These fish will wake up now. They're just in a small bucket, and I'll take them back to a recovery tank. And we thank them very much for their work. And off they go. Now the eggs have been sitting for a few minutes. You can see them all settled there. Now we've floated it back in the tank where it's going to go, into the sterilised seawater. And with any luck, we should have some new fry coming through and hatching hopefully in about 36 to 50 hours. The male milt is in there now, the female eggs. We've left it a few minutes. Now we pop them into the hatch tanks. Float them there for a moment. I'll just go and turn the air on. You'll see the air bubbles coming up. We've got the temperature set for a nice temperature for them. So we just gently tip the eggs into the hatch tank. Yeah, the eggs are kept in suspension once again for 36 to 50 hours, and they hatch. But in a pond situation, the eggs are just settled to the bottom. Those eggs now have mixed with the milt, and they're all now getting mixed in the water. Hopefully, they're all fertile. We'll check that later. We can look under the microscope in a few hours and see if we've had some success.